Good day, everybody, and welcome to St. Petersburg for the third round of the ARCSOA Elite Series Season 26 campaign. Got a really kind of different qualifying order today. A number of drivers had some type of grid penalty that dropped them back the order after Texas, and some kind of surprising cars that have kind of started to get themselves into a rhythm of the season. Excuse me there. Wow. So now you've got a race coming up here on a very tight street circuit, in which a lot of drivers are going to have to kind of manage each other in pretty tight quarters. And some of the drivers here are, like I said, not the most experienced field we've ever had in ARCSOA. So this could be a very, very, very interesting race going forward. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Starting in last position, we have Dale Cole Jr. Cole Jr., of course, had a penalty that dropped him to the back of the grid after Texas, and now he is starting in the back. He didn't even take part in qualifying. Austin Silverspoon, once again, starts on the back row. I don't believe he's ever gotten off of the back row. Nathan Ormond, same boat. Has been in the back 3 or 4 every race so far this season. However, Ormond has shown improvement this weekend, not being that far off the pace of the car in front, that being Sakamoto Masahashi. Masahashi had a couple of issues in qualifying, I think got into the wall down at turn 3, or coming out of the third turn, which is a slight kink to the right. So Masahashi is going to be struggling a little bit, I think, with that qualifying position, because I think that car could be further up the order. Benoit Lothaire-Irvine is 5th from the back on the grid. Lothaire-Irvine did not have a good qualifying run there, and that is not going to be a good starting spot for Benoit Lothaire-Irvine. Zolt Dormitory starts in front of Benoit Lothaire-Irvine, and that would be a good starting position. I believe 22nd we're at now? 23rd. So Dormitory starts 23rd. Kenny Might, of course, did not have a good qualifying run and had a 5 grid spot penalty on top of that. He is a very fast driver on these road courses and is starting towards the back. He will be one heck of a driver to watch throughout the course of the race today. All 42 laps today. Jordan Presto also really struggled with this track in the Nissan GTR. Did not even get out of Q1 for Jordan Presto. Jeff Bolton will be starting 20th, the last car in Q1. Bolton is kind of a quieter driver in the field, but it will be good to see what he does. Dewitt Fordale Jr. is starting 19th. Not really a road course racer. However, Fordale has a lot of fans down here in Florida. Jesse Turner, again, does not qualify well in a Nissan here. Turner, we expected to do a lot better here. And on the road course, it seems like Turner's been struggling a bit here. Next up, we have Zayden Davidson on the grid here. Davidson kind of didn't qualify the best on this track here. Lance Calvin is down here in the next position up the grid. Samit Ozkin also doing a pretty good job, actually, in the Medina Moro car, while the Subaru has probably its weakest qualifying performance is with Bobby Jones and Lance Calvin starting toward the back. Raymond Fisher has his best qualifying of the season, and Sean Ard has another really good qualifying session with Mitch Hobbs, Christian Vanderpesch, Eric Monaco with a 5 grid spot penalty. He qualified toward the front, actually, but had a 5 grid spot penalty. Matty Myatt is starting in this position. Vince Freeze, I believe, is starting 5th or 6th. Daniel Bouchard is also up the order here, as now we're going up further. Zachary Fitzwater put in an amazing qualifying run. Nick Pericles did a great job. Ryan Griffin is on the front row, or is on the second row in 3rd position. Jack Halleck is on the outside of the front row with Cody Lamas, the hometown hero here in Florida, on the front row today. So the field is rolling here around the St. Petersburg street circuit. V6 Champ car follows up right after this. And ARCSOA is kind of the lead-in race for V6 Champ Car. Lamas is going to be a driver to watch today. This is one of his This is a track that he really wants to circle to do well at here, because Cody Lamas has not is a Florida native here, and of course St. Petersburg is in Florida. Of course, we're not in Russia here. The Honda ARCSOA Challenge here of St. Pete there. Honda is on the outside there. Actually, Halleck hadn't gotten to the wall there. But this track, as you can see, is very narrow. Keys to this race. Number one, fast drivers in the back. How is that going to play out for these drivers going forward? Like I said, you got like Kenny Myatt in the back. You've got Jordan Presto back there. Jesse Turner qualified toward the back. Going to be a driver to watch there. Number two is pit strategy once again. Not sure how pit strategy is going to turn. That's number two. Pit strategy is gotta be real careful about pit strategy. And number three is overall the track itself. Street circuits aren't easy. And, well, this track isn't going to be easy for these big, heavy ARCSOA Elite Series cars here at St. Pete here. Going through the final corner now. We have Cody Lamas and Jack Halleck leading the field of the green here. Lamas, of course, was the runner-up in the championship last year. No problems on track. Very wide front stretch here. Will there be any problems down in turn one? Or on the first lap? Let's find out. Here we go. Lamas with a great start. Ryan Griffin also with a good start. Fitzwater in fifth did not get that good of a start there. However, here they go through the first couple of corners. No issues through the field there as they rocket through turn two, turn three here. Anybody going to get to the wall? Doesn't look like it. Looks like everybody is good down there. Lamas leads the field down here. Will there be any trouble toward the back? Three wide coming out of turn four between Zachary Fitzwater, Daniel Bouchard, and Vince Freeze. Freeze is trying to make a move work here on the inside of everybody here. Oh, Bouchard gets into the wall, and Freeze picks up 2 spots that way. Great move by Vince Freeze. Cody Lamas already has a big lead. No issues so far in the first lap of this race. So it's probably been the cleanest start to the race so far, as Lamas now goes at the back of the end of the backstretch there. The 2 monster cars are duking it out with Nick Pericles grabbing third position on the outside of a corner there on Ryan Griffin there. Pericles is going to be a driver to watch, I think, in this race, because it looks like Pericles has a very, very fast car. Daniel Bouchard is underneath Zachary Fitzwater here. Fitzwater had a really fast qualifying lap. However, we know that car is not the fastest out there. However, he is doing an awesome job holding off Daniel Bouchard. And Zayden Davidson will get into the tire wall at the end of lap number 1 there and fall out of the race, actually. He put a hole in the radiator and Davidson would fall out. So tough break for Zayden Davidson. He was looking forward to possibly having a good race. Pericles now is all over the back bumper of Jack Halleck for second position here. And could this be a move that Pericles can make really easily here? I don't know about that. This track is not the easiest to pass on. However, Halleck makes a mistake by getting into the wall there coming out of that corner. And now Pericles is going to be all over the back of Halleck going down this straightaway here. Matty Mike got some left side damage along with problems for Jeff Bolton as well here. I think Bolton just brought it down pit road there. We will take a look here in 1 second though. Yeah, both Myatt and Bolton caught the wall coming out of turn 3 there. Tough break for both of them. We can't actually go back and find where it happened, but we do hope both drivers will be able to get going in a respectable manner here. However, Matty Myatt will be a lap car for Cody Lamas to deal with, as Lamas has opened up a pretty big lead here. Ryan Griffin now is trying to make a move on Nick Pericles down for 4th position here. Will this be a move that works? I don't know. Christian Vanderpesch brings it down pit road along with Jordan Presto and Kenny Myatt and Do It for Dale Jr. So all of these drivers are trying a different pit strategy call here. We'll see if it works for them. However, Kenny Myatt's car might have a little bit more of a terminal mechanical problem here. He's been stuck on pit road for a while, and there are all kinds of issues apparently with that 47 car. However, he is back out and running again. Dale Cole Jr. is trying to make a move on Nathan Ormond here. Ormond has, of course, fallen back behind his teammate Silver Spoon. Down right there as here comes Cole on the inside of Ormond here. Ormond's kind of struggled with this track, to be honest, or at least so far in this race has struggled. And it looks like, well, not going to get, Cole's not going to get the spot there. Ormond kind of kept his foot in it. Of course, battling for the all-important 20th position. Not that it means absolutely anything. And Mitch Hobbs is making a move on the left car. Bolton, and Hobbs goes into the wall. And that's going to be Mitch Hobbs out of the race right there. Tough break for Hobbs, the rookie there. The highest placing rookie in qualifying. Of course, I didn't mention it in the qualifying starting grid order. No rookie made the top 10. Yeah, Hobbs makes a move on Bolton down here and just slips too far wide. And slips too far wide and goes right into the Acura tire wall down there. So tough break for Hobbs. Both the Bradley Automotive cars, Subarus, have come down pit road at lap 7. Oh, Benoit Lothaire-Irvine with problems as well. Looks like Lothaire-Irvine has an engine problem here in the 40 car. We'll go back and take a look and see what happened there. Yeah, right here, Benoit Lothaire-Irvine has an engine problem there, and oh, wow. I guess the engine grenading kind of caught Lothaire-Irvine off guard there. Also, Dale Cole Jr. on pit road as well. I wonder what happened to him. Yeah, again, it was another instance here where he's alongside of somebody and goes right into that tire wall down there. Don't want to do that too often. Eric Monaco goes to the outside of his 19 Super Compadre here. That's how you make the move work there. You don't go into the tire wall there. Monaco, the Texas winner, does a great job getting by Sean Ard there. Lap car of Kenny Myatt is also faster than all of them. In fact, Kenny Myatt's one of the fastest drivers on track right now. Daniel Bouchard and Zachary Fitzwater doing battle here. And it looks like Bouchard is going to get the run out of that really treacherous corner there and get the position on Fitzy here. Fitzwater, though, is getting that Team Tim Taylor car up the order pretty well here. He's holding his own. And Jeff Bolton holding up Eric Monaco, Sean Ard, and Kenny Myatt, although Bolton and Myatt are fighting for position here. Fitzwater will be quite confident a little bit here. Also, Freeze has fallen off of Ryan Griffin a little bit as Griffin is now starting to reel back in Pericles. Nimwit of the race nominee goes to Austin Silverspoon for basically overcooking it into the fourth corner on the track. Silverspoon would fall out of the race from this, but kind of shows how wonderful of a driver he is talent-wise, because there were a lot of concerns about him coming into ARCSOA, and it looks like he hasn't shown much skill ever since. Oh, there was an accident here with Christian Vanderpesch. He would lose control of the car, entering that S-bend complex, going from the city streets off of the track, and would get into the tire wall there. Let's go on board with Vanderpesch here, and just very clearly he loses control of the car and just goes straight into that tire wall. Tough break for Vanderpesch. Cody Lamas, the race leader, now is catching up to Do It for Dale Jr. and Matty Myatt here. Of course, that might actually become a points-paying battle here pretty quick here. There's the last points-paying car of Bobby Jones right now. Presto is out, but with a little bit more attrition here, this could end up being a points-paying spot here, as now Lamas is going to have to deal with them. And on this track, as you can see, it's not the easiest to pass around. We are going to go on board with Jack Halleck here as he does a lap around this St. Petersburg facility. Here he goes down into turn 1 here. Turns 1, 2, and 3 come up real quick here as he's trying to chase down race leader Cody Lamas. Lamas does not do a good job through that corner there. Actually losing a bit of second there into turn 2. Very quick section of the track here. Turn 3 is a very fast right-hander. However, you can get yourself caught up there if you're not careful. Down into turn 4 you go. This is a very, very difficult corner if you're not careful. We've seen an accident there already. Turn 5 and 6 are very flow-based oriented. Here's 6. Turn 7's another right-hander. And this is one of the most important corners on, this track, because it sets you up for turn 9. Turn 8 is a fast left-hand kink here. Turn 9 up here is a very difficult corner here, and there's Cody Lamas on the outside of Jordan Presto trying to get a lap Presto there. That was 9. Here's 10 and 11. Very easy, very difficult flick, I'm sorry there. And down to turn 12 here, the last carousel, another very important corner with how you have to get off of it. That leads you onto the front stretch. Jack Halleck did a really good job showing us what this St. Petersburg track entails. And I'm sorry if I said that was Jordan Presto. It's actually Matty Myatt here in the Faulkner Kelly car. Myatt goes way wide there and is actually fighting Cody Lamas back. Maddie, you're a veteran of the series now. You can't be making stupid decisions like this. And now that's really hurting Cody Lamas here because Jack Halleck is right on his bumper now. Maddie Myatt is not playing nicely here with Cody Lamas getting her spot back, or getting her lap back there. That's, well, she's faster legitimately than Lamas, so maybe that is something to do. Halleck is on the outside of Lamas now, entering turn number 9 there, and maybe this is a move for the lead of the race here. Lamas has got to be fuming at Maddie Myatt here, but Lamas can also sling it through there better. No, he doesn't. Halleck gets the inside of the turn 12 carousel and takes the lead of the race. Jack Halleck leads the round here at St. Petersburg. However, Lamas is trying to fight back here. What is Halleck? Is Halleck, who's never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race, is he going to be able to hold off Cody Lamas, a driver who nearly won the championship last year in a DNC car that really hasn't done a whole lot this season here? I'm sure DNC want to get this victory today. However, Halleck looks very strong there. However, Halleck's going to be, again, dealing with Maddie Myatt and Do It For Dale Jr. All of this battling has helped out Nick Pericles and Ryan Griffin here. They are really closing in. Actually, Vince Freeze, for that matter, is closing in as well. There's Daniel Bouchard. 7th is still Zachary Fitzwater. Eric Monaco's still way in the back there, stuck behind the Fitzwater car there. However, Nick Pericles and Ryan Griffin are slowly closing in on the leading 3, or on the leading 2. Cody Lamas and Ryan Griffin from 2nd and 4th would bring it down pit road here. Therefore, formally opening the pit stop cycle here on lap 17 here. No one else seems to be coming in with them, so this could be a really good undercut if they're smart about it. Jack Halleck now on the outside of Maddie Myatt here, trying to keep that car under control here. Maddie Myatt, of course, was a bit of a problem here for Cody Lamas earlier here, but it looks like Halleck has everything under control here. However, kind of the time that was held up here, and now we kind of expected this, Halleck brings it down pit road. Freeze and Pericles follow as well here, as does Fitzwater and Monaco. So it's really a battle between the 48 and the 1 versus everybody else here, and this could be a very important step here for Lamas, because remember, the 37 was held up by the 36 a bit there and had to make a pass there. Where is the 37 going to come out here? 37's only just now getting on the right side tires. Lamas blasts by down there. Oh, this is going to be actually a little bit closer, but I think Lamas is actually going to... Lamas is definitely going to get that spot. By a mile, Lamas gets the spot, as Halleck's got to do some clawbacks here. Pericles does take over 3rd, Ryan Griffin 4th, so the undercut seems to work really well here. Bobby Jones, remember, he pitted way early here. Slots into 6th above... him and Presto above Daniel Bouchard. However, they're on a totally different pit strategy altogether. So we're going to see now, can Cody Lamas now hold off Jack Halleck, who Halleck's going to be very anxious to get that spot back. Jack Halleck at the halfway mark of the race, just after the halfway mark of this race, is a little bit quicker than Cody Lamas. And to be honest, Nick Pericles is a little bit faster than Jack Halleck. But it's not by much here. It's only a minuscule gain each lap, so Pericles is the fastest car on track, though. Bobby Jones, from his alternate pit strategy here with his teammate Lance Kelvin, I believe Kelvin is still out there right now, is currently kind of rocketing kind of around here. Jones is still in the points, though. Something to watch. Also, Turner and Fordale are in the pits as well. I think Turner's in the pits for something. Maybe not. I think Turner maybe had a problem. Yes, he did. He was trying to pass one of the Bradley cars there. That would be Kelvin, and goes into the wall, and Turner would fall out of the race. So I thought Turner was just getting a pit stop. He was really probably falling out. Daniel Bouchard also amends pit strategy calls here. This could be an aggressive move here. There are about 18 laps to go in the race, and somebody win 18 laps. So this could be an undercut of a century here if they're playing this card right here for Daniel Bouchard. And we're also hearing that Bouchard has problems with his car, too, so it was a very long pit stop as well here. However, the undercut we've seen has worked, so watch Bouchard possibly to get going further. Cody Lamas has a pretty big lead over Jack Halleck and Nick Pericles. Of course, Pericles is starting to really close in on Halleck here. As Lamas has picked up the pace, Halleck has kind of lost that pace. Back to Pericles. Ryan Griffin doesn't have the pace of the top three, and it looks like Griffin's actually been holding up Vince Freeze a little bit here. Kelvin now is in the pits, and Lance Kelvin is just getting some service done there. Again, another undercut here, but Kelvin shouldn't have to pit the rest of the race, so this could be a very smart move by the Bradley Automotive team pit strategy-wise. Kenny Myatt earlier in this race, we kind of missed it at first, but fell out of the race when he went into the turn 9 tire wall down there, so Myatt falls out a while ago there, so that's why you haven't been seeing him on track. Ryan Griffin now brings it down pit road. This is another early pit stop strategy here. Dormitory, and also I believe somebody else has brought it down pit road. Raymond Fisher did as well. Griffin is trying an undercut here. He knows he doesn't have the pace of the top three, so I think he's trying to undercut them to get them going here and get into clean air and not pick up the dirty air off the cars around him. Race leader Lamas would also come in early as well here, trying to undercut himself, basically, or undercut the cars behind him. I'm not sure if I like that move, but okay. Jack Halleck now is your leader of the race, and he is staying on his original pit strategy here with Nick Pericles. Raymond Fisher's a lap down with Lance Kelvin a lap down as well here. However, they are, I believe, in front of... Oh no, they are not in front of Cody Lamas. I apologize there. Lamas is just starting lap 31. So Cody Lamas now is the driver to watch comparatively to the leaders right now. And that is not a big gap that they have over Lamas there. It's only about half the track, so it's going to be very critical here to see if will they do like a splash and dash kind of run here and only stay in the pits for a very short period of time. And then come out on older tires. They've got about 11 to go this time. We'll see if they pit. No, they're definitely staying on their pit strategy here. Raymond Fisher has been no shortage of controversy all year, and he is a lap down, but is faster than Nick Pericles and makes that move on the outside of Pericles there. Pericles is, of course, on very old tires, almost a full second off the pace. He and Halleck are, and this is where I think the 48 is going to be a big contender here, because the 30, he is 2 seconds a lap faster, or 1.5 seconds a lap faster than the two leaders right now. And Raymond Fisher now is putting a lot of pressure on Halleck to get by as well. And I believe Halleck is now finally bringing it down pit road. Pericles is actually going to stay out and lead a lap here. However, Pericles is really struggling with tires here. 1 minute 14 that time here. So now it is a battle between Jack Halleck, and now you got to throw Pericles in there as well, because, oh no, this isn't even going to be close. Cody Lamas has a pretty big advantage here, I believe, here. However, he's going to be on old tires at the end of this race as well. Everybody brings it down pit road. Halleck just got to his box, and he's actually he has to get tires, really. And that's going to be, I think, his race done right there for any chance of a win, as there goes Lamas right by, and Halleck hadn't even come out of the pits. Actually, the driver I'm looking at now is Ryan Griffin. Is Griffin going to get Halleck here? Doesn't look like it, but it's going to be Halleck slotting into second. Bobby Jones now, keep in mind, is still a lap down because his pit strategy didn't play out well there. Captain Undercut Daniel Bouchard, however, did not get a good pit stop there, as we kind of explained before, and he has had some mechanical problems today and is now stuck battling with Zachary Fitzwater. So Daniel Bouchard not going to perform as well as he did at Texas. So tough break for him, as he has damage on both sides of his car too, so he got damaged somewhere as well. We'll try and go back and find out where he did that. Unfortunately, we couldn't find where it was. However, Bouchard is very slow on track here. He has lost that spot to a couple of drivers there. Oh, no, he actually got by Shawnard. I'm sorry. My mistake there. He's gotten by Shawnard. Nick Pericles makes his pit stop here. He is behind Ryan Griffin, though. So that's the big comeuppance there for him. That late strategy did not work for Pericles as he lost a spot there. Of course, Bobby Jones is a lap down, but he did get in front of Vince Freeze in 5th. So actually, Eric Monaco, congrats, you're getting up to 6th there, very quietly up to 6th. 7th is Zachary Fitzwater, 8th is Bouchard, 9th is Ard, as he and Bouchard have been going at it all right, or this entire run here. Ooh, there is something wrong with... Oh, Bouchard got into the wall there. There might be something, some handling issues with that 43 car. And Sean Ard would actually make that move on the inside there, and is going to make the move stick as Bouchard's got all kinds of trouble with that 43 car. Luckily for Nick Pericles here, Vince Freeze has been stuck battling with the lap car of Bobby Jones. Jones thinks he's faster than Freeze, but Freeze thinks he's faster than Jones, so that's why Jones is putting up so much of a fight here. It hasn't been Bradley Automotive's day. Bobby Jones is the last car in the points right now, and Lance Kelvin's only in 11th. Not what they really wanted to see. This track, even for the rookie teams and rookie drivers, has not been the easiest for them. As Pericles now is trying to catch Ryan Griffin in 3rd position here, as Dormitory is going to be a problem here as well. Got to be real careful to get by Dormitory. However, coming towards the end of this race, Jack Halleck is a full half second a lap quicker than Cody Lamas. So the undercut did get Lamas out in front, but with 5 to go, Halleck is closing in massively on Lamas, and and that gap is dropping. Interval is dropping even more each lap. So watch Halleck possibly at the end of this race. Now it's a full second a lap quicker, but time is running out. Can Halleck really closing the gap here on Lamas here? It's been a full second a lap quicker last time here. Also, Ryan Griffin and Nick Pericles, that battle's heating up as well. Pericles is the fastest car on track right now, and now it's over a full second, almost 2 seconds a lap between Halleck and Lamas here. We're looking at Pericles versus Griffin. This battle's really heating up as well. 3 laps to go in this race, and I'm pretty sure Griffin's going to be able to do nothing about it here, or unless if he maybe uses the track to his advantage and the narrowness of it. You can't really make a lot of passes through this section of the track. You're going to have to make Pericles make a really gutsy move down into turn 9. And Pericles messes up, gets into the wall there, but he is about a full second a lap quicker, it seems like, on a very quick lap here. However, he lost a lot of time there. It's back 1 second a lap quicker now. Halleck is within striking distance of Lamas here. He's got 2 laps to make a move work here, but he's now within a second. It was almost 7 seconds a few laps ago. And now it is down to only about maybe a second and a half. So now, what is Halleck going to be able to do with not long left in this race? Lamas is struggling to get that car around this track here, and this is where Halleck's been making up all of his time, is through that turn 6, 7, and 8 complex there. Halleck's going to have to try a last lap move here, as he is really close now to Lamas. Very, very close to Lamas now. Once again, Pericles is trying to hold, Griffin's trying to hold off Pericles there. We're coming to the final lap now. And here we go, last lap of the race. This is the closest finish we've had so far in ARCSOA. Here we go this season. Lamas has the lead. I don't know if lap cars are going to be a factor here. Lamas has got to do the blocking job of his life to win at his home race. Halleck's going for his first ARCSOA Elite Series victory here. Final lap around St. Petersburg. It's going to be close, I think, here. Halleck can't make the move down into turn 4. through 5 and 6 now. Halleck goes a little wide there. And now it's going to be very close here. Halleck does not screw up like Pericles did earlier. And Halleck is falling back. I think that might have given it to Lamas there. However, Halleck does look quick down that straightaway there, but I think Cody Lamas is going to win it here. Unless if Halleck can make a miracle move here. This is Halleck's best corner here. He's going to have to dive bomb, and he's not going to. Halleck needed one more lap, I think. Cody Lamas comes on the final carousel, turn 12. He is going to win the race, the Honda ARCSOA Challenge at St. Petersburg. Second goes to Halleck. Third is going to go to Pericles. He makes the last lap pass on Griffin. We'll go back and take a look at that one. This was the move that Halleck was trying to set up on Lamas here. Comes down the straightaway here. Pericles slings it out wide here. Goes around the outside of turn 9. Gets into the wall. And somehow holds on to it and doesn't fall out. Great car control there by Nick Pericles, but it was a fantastic showing by him there. However, Cody Lamas makes the fans all happy. There's a hometown driver that won the race today. Excuse me again. Tough break for Halleck, because Halleck, I think, could have had it if he didn't mess up the middle section of the track. Halleck's first ARCSOA win is coming soon. I can guarantee you that with how he raced today, but today just wasn't his day. The Vision Sports team tried a crazy strategy, and it almost worked for them, but Cody Lamas did an awesome job there holding off Halleck. That was a mano-a-mano duel that just went Lamas' way there. That's the mark of a champion there, and he nearly won it last year. Let's take a look at your full finishing results. But before we do, there was one more incident with the 2 Action Terra cars, and Fordale was trying to get by his teammate, drove into the tire wall. We did miss this originally on at that moment. It's a tough break for Fordale. So Lamas wins by under a half a second to Jack Halleck here, which is pretty impressive at a road course. Nick Pericles comes home third over Ryan Griffin, fourth. Fifth goes to Vince Freeze, sixth goes to Eric Monaco, seventh goes to Fitzwater, eighth goes to Ard, ninth goes to Bouchard, 10th goes to Raymond Fisher. Good showing by Fisher again here. Kelvin finishes 11th, 12th goes to Ozkin. Again, no rookies in the top 10. Masahashi comes across in 13th, Presto 14th, Bobby Jones had a miserable day in 15th, and Dormitory's the last car in the points, with Myatt and Bolton finishing outside of the points. Fordale, Turner, Orman, Myatt, Vanderpesh, Silver Spoon, Lothair Irvine, Hobbs, Dale Cole Jr., and Zayden Davidson all fell out of the race due to mechanical or accidents there. I know it says everybody's accident there, but there were some mechanical problems in there too. I know Lothair Irvine had a mechanical problem there. Namely, turn 9 or turn 4 for all of these drivers. Turn 9 was a bit of a problem for all of them today. So with that, we have Kenny Myatt still in the point lead there. Ryan Griffin takes over second in points, with third going to Cody Lamas. Fourth is Bobby Jones. Actually, Ryan Griffin was in second last time. Fifth is Lance Calvin. Sixth goes to Eric Monaco. Seventh goes to Jack Halleck. Eighth goes to Vince Freeze. Ninth to Daniel Bouchard. 10th and 11th go to Samad Ozkin and Sakamoto Masahashi. 11th to Pericles, who finally got some points on the board, despite probably he should be in the point lead with how he's been racing, with how he's done over the weekends. Pericles is probably the best driver. 12th to Vanderpesh, 13th to Ard, 14th to Hobbs, 15th to Madeline Myatt, 16th to Fisher, 17th to Fitzwater, and of course 15th, 16th, and 17th are all tied. Presto 18th, Zayden Davidson 19th, Fordale 20th, Foreman 21st, 22nd goes to Lothair Ravine, 23rd, Dormitory 24th, Bolton 25th, 26th, 27th, and 26th, 27th, and 28th go to Silver Spoon, Cole, and Turner. Of course, Cole has one strike for his incidents at Texas. Let's let's take a look at your Constructors Championship leaving Port Skyline. Or not Port Skyline, St. Pete. So with that, leaving St. Petersburg, Vision Sports has one victory here. I forgot to also say that, what is it? That the DNC team has a win now. So congrats to them. So Vision Sport has 158. Bradley Automotive is second in the team championship with 145. DNC is third with 134. 107 for Ford Performance Technologies. 86 for TRG. Silver Speed with 71. Medina Moro with 45. Minervini with 38. Action Terra with 38. Nismo Sports, despite being the fastest car overall, only on 30 points. Faulkner Kelly, 27. Likewise, proves that reliability really matters in ARCSOA. Triple T has 16, Project X has 14, and ARC America has 8. Remember, this is still a long season, and you can get a lot of points in one race. Coming up next, we're going to an old-fashioned track that ARCSOA's gone to for years. We're going to Stuttgart, Arkansas, to go to the Stuttgart Memorial Speedway, where tire wear is paramount. We will see you then.